It's all an illusion. No one actually bluffs.
You don't see this every day.
Professional.
But it was professional fault. Professional fault?
Yes.
Yeah. This ruling is impossible to be right. You're responsible for your own actions. Don't like the rule, think it's dumb. Dumb, da dum dum dum.
We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going. It's 11.
Morning, everybody. It is 11 a.m. It is 11 a.m. 100K day. We got business to do. Expect another high roller style, hand heavy vlog. Less frills, less this, less that. You're not going to see what's in my fridge. We're not going to talk Beat Saber. We're talking no limit hold'em, 100K from the start with the chip craft, all the things you love. Lots of poker hands. I feel fresh. I feel ready. I feel rested. I think it was a good decision staying here last night. Generally is when, whenever I have a restart or an early, like anything before 1. Because I wake up normally around 10. So if I wake up at 10 at home, it means I gotta get, shower, get ready, go rush, get out of there by 11, Not a lot of time. Boom. Then I gotta drive 45 minutes. Here, woke up at 10, laid in the bed, watched the vlog, took my time, and yeah, feel good. Let's do this. I always do that. You notice that? That's like my button. I'm done. Okay, cool. All right, we are 2 minutes before start time. That's the number of entrants so far, 15. But the field will grow. There's plenty of people who just take their time. They do the cold plunge thing. This is who we're gonna play with today. Here we go. This poor guy, he's gonna have to miss the 5K 6 max because of the 250K. Like brutal, man. Hashtag rich people problems. Rich people problems. All right, we are 3 levels deep, 487 from 600. Didn't really win any pots. It's a much worse tournament than I would have expected. It's very pro heavy. I've not had a non-pro at the table thus far. There are some, in the field. I'll get you that Nitro Cold Brew, don't you worry. Okay, so yeah, there was one other hand I had to pay off Brewer. I used a time bank in a spot where I just had a hand I had to pay him off with. Without telling you what I had the best hand I could possibly have, and he beat it. But anyway, we're going to talk about one hand played early on. The first hand I played against Ike Haxton. That was somewhat interesting. All right, one hand. We are playing deep in this one. It's a little different structure, 40-minute levels, but we started 300 big blinds deep. So short-handed table here, I think 5-handed. I got my 300K. So does he. Blinds of 1 and 2,000. He opens the button for 6K. At that depth, people do open a little bit larger than you'd see once we get shorter. I'm in the big blind with the King of Spades, 9 of Diamonds. It's a clear just defend sometimes. I don't even do other kooky shit. Fold isn't on. It's not an option. Now the flop is King 6-6, 1 spade on the flop. I check, he bets just 3,000, so about 20% pot. I think I have a pretty natural call. Check raise here that deep, bloats a pot, puts me in some awkward spots potentially. Could potentially end the hand here, but why do I want to end the hand? I mean, I got a king, so just call. Turn is the 5 of spades. I check. Now he bets 19,000 into 21, which we'll talk about after the hand's over about why that's just a mistake, flat out. He bets 19. Once again, raising stupid. Just, go ahead and call. River is the Ace of Spades. That's a very interesting card. I have the King of Spades. A very reasonable hand for me to check call 2 streets with is King X of Spades. An important thought here is, what worse hand do I ever have here than a king? There isn't one. There is no hand I peel flop with, call turn, and get to the river with that is worse than the one that I have. So essentially, I'm at the bottom of my range. Now, there's some possibility he also has a king. If he has a king, now we chop, because kings with a whatever. Now, if you have a king and you're sitting there in your Ike, and I bet, even though if I bet 16K, which is a quarter pot, right? Very small bet. If I bet, what the hell do you beat? Nothing. You chop against the king. That's your goal. That's your hope. So not even that great a price against the range of hands that I have there. I like to actually I bet 16K here with the king of spades blocker. And he looked puzzled, and he called, and he had ace nine of clubs. Total Stu got. So let's go back to the turn and talk about why that's a mistake. Part of what he's thinking here is that, you know, what is the goal of the bet of the 19K? The goal is to clear what hands? It's to clear, obviously, you know, pocket pairs, ace highs, you know, so pocket pairs and ace highs that are better than his. A lot of the ace highs that are better than his just raise pre, 3-bet, like, you know, ace king, ace queen, ace jack. Sometimes I'll be 3-betting those, not always. But sure, you know, he could get me off ace 10, ace jack with the big bet on the turn. But a lot of the other stuff, I guess the point I'm trying to make is the size is unnecessary. You can bet smaller here, whatever. Maybe it's not a mistake per se. Sure, it's fine in fantasy land, but considering what I'm check calling flop with, a lot of the hands that he wants me to have, I don't. So, because I probably overfold in this spot a little bit, which is fine. And yeah, he looked puzzled. He won the hand. So, yeah, slow start, nothing crazy, but I feel good. So we're gonna keep on trucking. All right, we just got screwed for 8K by the floor because they made a terrible. This ruling is impossible to be right. Absolutely impossible. Listen to this one. I limp for 5K. Okay, Archer makes it 13. Both blinds fold. He wings his hand in the muck. I have a live hand. I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
So they say, leave the 5 in, you get your 8 back. What if I started 4-betting?
Yeah, no,
right?
that
And then he
doesn't
sees it and
work.
he just gets his
No,
chip
that
back.
doesn't work.
Yeah, but I got
His hand's dead and you take the whole pot.
Of course, I have a live hand. He put 13. Why would he get anything back? Nobody forced me to put the 13 in. This guy, there you go, 8K, Merry Christmas. That's just nuts. What the hell is that? I don't know how they come to that ruling, but that one is dumb, da-dum, dum, dum. All right, whatever. So dumb.
You end up being covered by someone by 8,000 and getting.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Maybe I would have just folded to his raise. No. You don't see this every day. This is hard to do. We've played 6 levels, okay? I lost chips in the first level. Then second level, I lost chips again. And then third level, I lost chips again. Then in the 4th level, I lost chips again. So then in the 5th level, I lost some more chips. And then in the 6th level, I finished it off by losing some more chips. Yet, we still have more than half our stack. To say the least, we have been card dead, flop dead, not all that interesting. I do have a hand against Artur Martirosyan that I'll share with you once we get to the Steam room. All right, so obviously the fact that I've lost 6 levels straight and still have half my stack tells you I have not been involved very much. I've been just folding a lot, not getting anything to play really at all, right? This hand, my stack's at about 450. And I'm not mad at this hand at all, but let's tell you about it. I got a 450 stack, the blinds are 4 and 8. Artur Martirosyan opens under the gun to 18. I'm in the small blind, I look at ace jack of clubs. I elect to, because his raise position is early, you know, under the gun, I just flat. Big blind folds. And flop's good one. King 8-4, 2 clubs and a spade. I check, he goes for half pot, he bets 26,000. Think here, the standard line is check call. Really not a check raising hand, just a check call. Turn is a 6 of spades. I check, he checks. Now the river's the 8 of diamonds, so I have ace jack high. I feel like I have a lot of value hands I can bet here. Any king, like if I have king queen, king jack, king 10, I could have ace 8 suited, 8-9 suited, 7-8 suited. You know, those are all my like value hands. I could have pocket 9s, pocket 10s, pocket jacks, maybe pocket queens even some of the time. So there's a lot of value hands, right? So I figure, okay, well I can bluff at this and see if maybe he makes a laydown, because I really don't have a lot of bluffs here other than missed clubs. And if he opened with a club in his hand, let's say he has ace queen with a club, I think he's going to throw that hand away. Specifically, you know, ace queen with the queen of clubs, something like that. Anyway, I go for 45,000, which is a right around 40% pot, a little more. And he thinks for a minute, it takes like 30 seconds, you know, he calls, I show my ace jack. He had ace queen of hearts. Okay, so good call on his part. I'm happy with the play, even though he called me. Overall, I think it was, frankly, I think it was a pretty well played hand in both our fronts. I'm good with my bet size. I think it's too difficult to go much bigger there, because now I'm like repping a much more narrow range. You know, now I can't really rep the 9s, 10s, jacks, stuff like that. It's like saying I have an 8, you know, or like king queen or something like that. So anyway, that hand we lost. He made a good call. He's a good player. Not surprised. You know, he sniffed it out. He knows, oh, there's enough. He obviously says, like, he knows in his head the only thing he can beat is, like, you know, ace jack of clubs, ace 10 of clubs, queen jack of clubs, queen 10, like those kind of hands. But there's enough of them. He's getting a price. He decided to call. I'm not hating on it. What I am hating on is the damn 8K. Not his fault. And I'm not saying he angled, of course not. But I'm saying that ruling is just so dumb long term. Because here I'm a big believer in this, and let's not get political. But bottom line is, you're responsible for your own actions. You're a player at the table. We shouldn't coddle you. Oh, you made a mistake? Let's screw the big blind who would have got a free flop and the small blind who would have got a cheap flop. Let's screw everybody else in the pot and the guy who deserves the pot and give you your money back because you made a mistake. Or how about this? How about this? You didn't see a player limped and you mucked your hand? How about this? That's on you, bro. That's on you. I don't like it. I mean, listen, it can happen in big spots where somebody makes a big mistake, but if it does, they have one person to blame. Just one, that's themselves. And I hate coddling. I'm anti-coddler. Don't like the rule. Think it's dumb. But we're going to be, you know, that's neither here nor there. Now we got to turn it around. We got 6 more levels. Hopefully we have a complete reverse of the first 6 because it's been a drab, dry day so far.
Yeah,
All right,
it's like
we're on the button. We got ace king. We got the pair of 5s. Let me win a pot one time. I'm going to flip here. 2 5s, ace king suited.
Very good flop for you. Turn better flop for you. River, GG.
Oh, GG. Finally won a
Three.
pot. 214.
Quality over quantity.
So you like my fold?
Yes, professional fold.
Professional fold. So here's what happened. He raised ace king. I 3-bet, pocket 10. This guy button, all in 125. He all in. I know he has ace king. They feel it. I feel, but you know, this guy might have me beat too. He can have pocket jack, queen king ace. They both had ace king. 2 10s would have won.
Professional
But it was
fold.
professional fold. Professional fold?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, professional fold. Hanging tough now. We got 370 something. All right, going to the last 3 levels, we got 298. I'm pretty annoyed with these fucking rivers. So the 10s hand, right? That's just like, it's awkward because without that other range involved, the button range, I'm always calling Renslin's jam if it's just me and him. But when that guy calls and Ren still jams, it completely changes his range. He no longer has like ace 4, ace 5 or any of that. He's gonna have a big hand. So fold that one. This one just now was a little annoying. Just annoying because it's been happening all day. Where whatever the river card is like that the person needs has been the river card like all day. I defended with ace deuce. Comes 9-6 deuce. I check, he checks. Turns a queen, I check, he bets 30, I call. River's a jack, I check, he checks, he has ace jack. Damn, shit. Fuck. Cuck. What the, why? Stop it. All right, anyway, this is a bit of a crapshooty tournament because, 40-minute levels were already up there. Gonna have 298 or 295 or 300, they're coloring up. And we'll be playing 10 and 20,000. So that's 15 bigs, right? Right? Yeah. I'm hanging in there. Yeah. So just really annoyed day. Like, River's just not been good to me. And a few other spots too I'm not going to get into. But and card dead and river dead. Time to turn it around. Still, at least we're still on 1 bullet. That's the good news. All right, we got a problem this time. Aces, that's cute. Okay, we're in the small blind with king jack. He's in the big blind with aces. Aces are in front. I haven't hit a king jack all day today though. No, I got diamonds, right? I'll take a 4. Yeah, that'll do it. I had a great fucking time on this first bullet. Jesus, that was terrible. Would you have beat me?
No.
Fuck. I ran into that. Fucking rain, it pours, man. Seth open cutoff. I jammed a king jack for 10 bigs, and I'm gonna double through him. He said he would have called, and I would have won with the king jack high. Instead, big blind has fucking aces this time. The hand, I can't even tell you. That's the second. Whatever. We got to rebuy. I'm so annoyed. That was just like, what a brutal day on that bullet. It's not even dealt in for most of it. Come on, let's go. Okay, so second bullet's looking a lot like the first. I got 250. The very first hand on the button, I raised with queen 9 suited. Small blind has aces. The very next hand, I have 2 9s. Small blind has ace 10. Flop comes ace jack 4. The next hand, I have ace 10. I raised the big blind jams with queens. They just always have something. What do you? Every time I raise, somebody has aces.
They always, listen, no one bluffs in Nolan. They think they bluff. It's all an illusion. No one actually bluffs.
Okay, so I made good folds every time. They have aces. All right, we're all in and called. I got 10s. He's got 8s. All right.
180.
270.
Give him 180.
270. 270.
270. How good is it? He folded. King. You have aces. Okay, I have spades. Or I'll chop it with a 3. How about a 3? You take a 3? 3 okay? You want enough this week. You want enough this week. All in, spade or a 3. Either one will work. That's not it. All right. He would have won. Damn. GG. A lot of fun. There's 200K down the drain. My God. Well, whatever. Okay, you want to know what happened, right? So I tell you. This was a brutal day of poker. Just brutal. As you see, I lost almost every single level. Rarely had anything. Didn't make anything. Won a couple flips, which was nice. But aside from that, just torture, bro. That was just like unadulterated, pure torture. Obviously, you got to get lucky there to win that pot. I could have got that in pre-flop, actually. Ace-9 suited with my short stack. But I waited. Peeled on the flop, trying to, well, whatever. Who cares? I had nut flush draw on the turn, bluffed at it, which would have worked, I thought, if Sergio just like had ace, queen, ace, he's not, I would have, who cares about the hand? I'm steaming, I'm tilted. So, I don't know. What are we going to play online? We're going to look? I don't know, man. I don't know. I am just peak level steamed. Like 10 out of 10 right now. Well, maybe not 10 out of 10, but it's up there. Just brutal day. It's been so brutal. Like, I don't know what's been going on. It's been brutal. Damn. Oh, wait. You know what I just realized? I was in a hand against fucking aces again. Aces. If there was aces in there, I had something and couldn't beat aces today. It was unbelievable. Anyway, I got to reset my brain here. This is like, I've been good all till like the last couple of days. Hit massive stress peak. So brutal. Brutal! All right, so here's the deal. Every year at the World Series, you're going to go through periods like this. For me, it's just been happening a lot, like more often than most would be able to stomach. But what we're doing differently this year. Right now, I could jump into the online. There's a 3K high roller online with a live table on July 14th. There's also a 1K PLO with 2 rebuys. We can jump right in. It's 8:20. We got till 8:45. We can do both. We can do it all. But in the interest of my own sanity, it was a rough day, and I don't feel like playing either. So, I'm gonna listen to the wife. Got 14,000 a couple times on that shindig. I'm gonna listen to the wife. I'm gonna pass on both, even though it's PLO, and we like PLO. I don't have the fortitude right now to play it, so we'll refresh, jump into the 10K Raz tomorrow, play some Beat Saber, and then head home. I think that's it, y'all. Sad face, sad emoji. Huh.